cooked, and I would go there and go, oh my gosh, well, that's actually David's cookies. And this is Adina Michio, and did I say that right?
Yes, of course you did.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Great to see you again, Rachel.
And
thank you for having me.
Adina brings us David's cookies, but not just David's cookies, because this is Christmas in July, so you gotta up the ante, right? So it's David's cookies, 16 of the chocolate chunk cookies in these beautiful, your choice holiday ornament jars, these cookie jars that are not insignificant, that are 9 3/4 of an inch tall, 8 inches in diameter. So this is your oversized, like Christmas with David ornament.
Yes.
Right? Right? But it happens to be a cookie jar. M60039 is your item number. Your choices are, and we were just seeing them, that lovely gold and silver in this real metallic, and we'll go into that in a second, or the red with this beautiful metallic, and then the holly as well. So we all love putting our hand in the cookie jar. This is one that's for the holiday season, $49.95. Brand new today because it's one of the 9 new items in our gourmet holiday show. All of these things have our holiday return policy in place, which means if you're not loving it, you have until January 31st of 2019 to return it, but you won't be because you'll be eating the cookies. Free shipping and handling on this, and we've got shipping November 5th or December 3rd. Remember, that's because chocolate can't ship until it gets chilly and cold, so that's why. So Adina, take this away because I kind of described what this cookie is.
Sure.
But remind us again, because they were some serious cookies.
Right. And again, it all started in 1979 in that famous department store where we launched the original chocolate chunk cookie. The cookie loaded with brown sugar, butter, cookies that actually taste like home. Right? Delivered directly from the David's Bakery. You are receiving 16 enormous, these are our largest size cookies. Now I have to tell you, I have a really big hand, and you could see the size of these cookies. So these are our full-size chocolate chunk cookies. And for the first time ever, because you asked, we are individually wrapping them. But Rachel, if it was just the cookies, it'd be fine.
But it's not.
It's not. It's anything but.
And this ornament thing. And can I just say, by the way, Adina?
Sure.
I adore you because guess what's waiting for me over here? This large glass of milk, because this is how we like to eat our cookies. We like to eat our cookies with a little bit of dunking and a lot of milk, and the chunks are really huge, and I'll listen while you talk.
So let's talk metallic cookie jars, because those of you who have embraced David's cookie jars, and there's over 1 million sold. So perhaps you're waiting to start your collection, or you have experienced them before. Quality that is unsurpassed, and that's because we use a special glazing process that's inside every cookie jar. So yes, it's metallic on the outside, Rachel, but guess what? Completely food safe. And we are doing our signature silicone seal.
I love it.
And that's locking in the freshness of your baked goods, or your sugars, your flour, which I'm going to show you, or even if you wanted to plant in it, which I'll show you.
I'm going to show you this chunk. I just want to show you, the cookies are coming, the cookies are coming, and look how big the chunks are in the cookies. The cookies are huge, and the chunks are huge. Like, that's like, I don't know, you're getting away with something. Like, this is not your regular chocolate chip cookie, which is why we call it a chocolate chunk cookie. $16.65, as we mentioned, free shipping and handling. I love the cookie jar, right? So maybe you have a cookie jar that's a teddy bear cookie jar, or you have a cookie jar that might be a Temptations cookie jar. This is the cookie jar that you're going to replace those cookie jars with for this season.
I love that.
Once the season comes in. And I think, honestly, Adina, it makes it extra fun because the cookie jar is an ornament. It is a Christmas tree ornament.
So you can fill it with whatever. Maybe you are a baker, Rachel, and you want to fill it with, guess what? An entire bag of flour from the market.
I love it.
Because that's how big these cookie jars are. Maybe it's a full bag, 5-pound bag of sugar. I think they're down to 4 pounds, but you know, 5 or 4, whatever it is. But you've got your sugar in here. Maybe it's your treats. You're doing your treats yourself. You can put whatever you want in these fully glazed jars. Now, I want to talk to you about the metallic process, because there are cookie jars and then there are metallic cookie jars. Metallic cookie jars, I've never seen out in the marketplace again, because we need them to be food safe, glazed inside and out. But each and every metallic cookie jar starts silver in color. So you know that fancy schmancy paint that some cars have, those expensive cars, where they have that shimmering and that glistening? That's because they start out with a silver process. And then they layer on the additional colors. And by the way, that's even in the gold. So the color on the exterior is coming out from the interior of the jar. Or I should say, you know, the first round of paint, if you will. But look at this, we could see our cameraman. We could see across the way. Look at our studio. We could see that. That's how metallic these are, Rachel.
They are, you know, they really do. They glisten and shine. And I know right now that we have a Valerie Parr-Hill Today special value.
Yes.
I think if you're getting a couple of these, it would work perfectly with that tree. Seriously? You could create a tableau. Like this cookie jar in the kitchen with the Today Special Value Valerie Parr-Hill tree. You know how you just leave the light on in the overnight hours? You've got people coming in, they're staying the night. Guess who gets hungry in the middle of the night? I do. And I want a treat in the middle of the night. So I can find my cookie jar. And so you're choosing the gold and that silver cookie jar with the scroll design, or we're looking right now at the red that has a beautiful holly design, but inside, right there, that's kind of what you can put in after you eat all the David's cookies. But let me share with you the 16 David's cookies. The lineage here, people would buy the David's cookies alone, right? We love the David's cookies. There's 16 of the chocolate chunk cookies in there. And we had an offer last year, correct me if I'm wrong, that was only about a dozen cookies.
Right, for Easter.
And we thought, I'm not sure that's enough cookies. I think we need to have a few more cookies. So 16 are here. And $16.65 to get these home. And remember, you're reserving your order. So this is an advanced order. $16.65 or the full freight $49.95 does not hit your credit card until the ship date. The ship date is November 5th or December 3rd. And you have a holiday return policy in place with this. If you're getting this as a gift. Now, that's an interesting question. How long will these hold? These hold? Like if I get these for the November 5th ship date, I have them for Thanksgiving. But say not all the cookies are eaten in Thanksgiving. How long will the cookies keep?
So we are shipping these direct from the David's Bakery, and these are baked without preservatives. So if you're not going to enjoy them in about 5 to 7 days, we want you to put them in the freezer and then take them out for your family and friends to enjoy, or yourself to enjoy, because they're individually wrapped. So they're not going to take up a lot of room. The actual cookies themselves, Rachel, to your point, will come packed inside the cookie jar. So take them out and then give the gift of the cookie jar. Maybe even if you're going to have it around for a couple weeks, repack it while they're in your freezer, staying fresh.
When these cookies get eaten, all of them, which they will really quickly, and you're looking at that red and the gold and silver, here's another idea. The other idea is drop in a recipe for your Nana's cookies, or drop in a recipe for, frosted cookies or sugar cookies or another type of holiday cookie, and maybe give this as a gift. Or maybe, as you said, Adina, this is actually going to be, you buy a couple of them, and some of them are going to be for flour. One will be for flour and one will be for sugar, and that you're just going to keep them all year round. I also think that, frankly, there are folks when you might be in assisted living or in a place where you can't have a tree, or the tree is going to be a faux tree, and that's fine. This would be a lovely gift to get as well. I gotta say, back to the cookies, because the cookies are what's driving me.
I'm so well, thank you.
Are a little bit of everything. And that big, huge chocolate chunk, I think what we love about the cookies is, like, what's this recipe? And I feel like it's the only ingredients are ones that we can name and recognize. They don't have phosphorus and like when you're reading the ingredients on something and you're like, I don't know why there's a 5-syllable word in here. I don't really get it.
Or what is that supposed to be? You know what? You know what this is supposed to be. This is that chocolate chunk cookie that you or your family have loved. And if you've never had a David's cookie, this is the way to try it. These are 16 big cookies. These are the large size cookies that we make. And we're going to bake them fresh, and we're going to ship them fresh from the David's Bakery right to your door.
And this is a perfect build to, ship to. This is the other thing I want you to think about. And I do this all the time. I buy all of my gifts and send them to my family, and then I arrive and there are all these QVC boxes.
That's so nice.
And my sister says, okay, you're ready to wrap them? And I'm like, oh yeah, because I ship all the stuff there. So anyway, the build to, ship to means this would already be a completely wrapped gift. I mean, this is a wrapping in and of itself. You're giving someone the gift of a beautiful ornament-shaped, you know, metallic colored cookie jar. And oh, by the way, there are 16 cookies for you to enjoy on the inside. M60039 is your item number. 3 easy payments of $16.65. Choose November 5th or December 3rd as a ship date. And I do want you to know that the size of the cookie jar is 9 3/4 of an inch high, and it happens to be 8 inches in diameter. So these are significant cookie jars. I feel like they're as big as a pumpkin. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, like, that's really your traditional pumpkin. Right. Can we invite Sue in?
I would love that. Thank you.
Hey, Sue, I'm Rachel. This is Adina Michio. How are you?
Hi, Rachel. Hi.
Hi.
These cookies are fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
They are. And you know what I love about them? What's so wonderful? They taste like the homemade cookies that my mom used to make.
Thank you.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And they don't taste store-bought.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I mean about that, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I ordered the week of December 3rd, so I have a luncheon that I'm going to go to, and we're going to put that cookie jar on the table, and it'll make the table look real pretty.
Nice.
Make the table look
that's
festive,
so great.
Sue.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
you have 16 cookies for the recipients at the luncheon.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. They will be so excited.
Oh, well, I'm so thrilled. And Sue, did you take advantage of our Easy Pay this time, too?
Yeah, Rachel, I did. Yes, Rachel, I did.
Good.
I sure did.
I'm glad you did. You know what? And I'm so glad that you were able to get this. Now, did you share with us which color you picked, the red or the gold silver?
I picked the gold.
Oh,
the gold and silver.
gonna love it.
Yeah, that sounded really pretty.
Yeah.
Look at that
I'm
metallic
blind. I'm blind, but that sounded really pretty.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It is. It's absolutely gorgeous. And actually, it's embossed, so you'll actually be able to feel the
I
design
love that you're mentioning that. Yes.
Well,
on the
I
ornament.
want you to know that I've ordered some of David's other stuff, and I ordered that Americana cake, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it stood out on the table, and it looked beautiful.
Oh, good.
Everybody loved it.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Well, Sue, thank you so much. Have a wonderful holiday luncheon.
Hey,
and
okay.
we wish you a very Merry Christmas in July, and when it comes around for real.
I know.
Yes.
And I love QVC. I've been with you guys. I've been a customer since 2001, and I love that. I love everything at QVC.
Oh,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. We so appreciate you continuing to trust us with your business and your time as well. Thanks, Sue.
Thanks, Sue.
You're welcome. Hey, have a good night.
Have a good
okay?
Thanks, you too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Hey, and share cookies with David.
Yes, I will.
Oh, yeah, he has to have them, you
He
know.
does. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
She was like, share the cookies with David. We totally need to. So we've got over 2,000 of these spoken for. November 5th ship date or December 3rd. 16 of these luscious, huge chocolate chunk cookies coming your way. 3 easy payments of that $16.65. Free shipping and handling. As you know, we don't even have auto delivery on this at all. So thank you, Adina. I appreciate it.
Thank you for spending time with me.
Pick whichever ornament you want, the red or the gold silver, M60039. Remember, all 3 or more easy payments in this gourmet holiday show, all holiday return policy. Don't forget our one day only, which was the authentic gourmet croissants. And don't forget to search the Martha